You have this amazing career in marketing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What drew you to marketing, and was your family involved with marketing, and how did that happen?
No, not at all. I came from a family of musicians, and I was a singer in Hawaii for many years and grew up around music. And so as far as the creative part goes in marketing, to me, they really go hand in hand. But I think for myself, the reason why I love marketing and became a part of it is because I just love helping other people achieve whatever that dream was for them, whatever their goal was. And then when I would see something and see someone and see what they're passionate about, I would kind of be like, I can see why they like this, or I can see why they want to do this. And so it was just kind of a natural, organic thing for me helping them.
Wow. So did anyone do that for you when you were growing up?
Oh my God. I mean, absolutely. I mean, I have so many mentors in my life that have crossed my path that saw something in me. One of my first jobs was actually for a magazine company called the Hawaii Bride and Groom that you mentioned. And I didn't go to school for it, nothing. It was like, you should hop on board and become an account executive. And that's a very big deal when you're, 17, 18 years old.
Oh, wow.
And I was like number one salesperson there for that. So,
wow.
But again, it was more because it was the marketing side of things. It was business people that I was like, oh, let me help you and help grow your business.
My name is Dr. Marc Williams. Welcome to my Masterclass. I have a PhD in education from West Virginia University. I have a master's in sport management and an MBA from the University of Massachusetts. I even have an undergraduate degree in sociology from William Patterson University. And currently, I'm the Global Scholar Practitioner at HBCU, Florida Memorial University. But I also work for 3 of the largest sports brands in the world, Reebok, Champ Sports, and Foot Action. But I can't go anywhere without my Jordan 1s. Join me and my guests as we explore their rise to the top through adversity and challenges. It's time to help you find a hero in you. Welcome to my Masterclass. Welcome to Dr. Marc's Masterclass podcast. Good day, everyone. My name is Dr. Marc Williams. I'm your host of the Dr. Marc podcast on the Esports Futuri podcast network. We're in studio with Innovation Media Enterprises located in City Central and North Dallas, Addison. I love Addison. I used to live here in Valley Ranch, so I'm always happy to come back here. Big shout out to our partners, Sia and Aaron with Innovation Media Enterprises. They do a fantastic job. Shout out to this amazing sound engineer. And also got to give it up to our amazing partner, Jacob Miles III. You notice I said the third, not the first, not the second, but the third. That means, when he was younger, he knew he was going to have a job. But that's just such a royal name.
Somebody knew.
A regal name, right? Yes. But I'm sitting across from one of my colleagues. The first time I met her, just full of energy. People, when you talk about someone, you meet them, you don't know anything about them. And then you meet them and you're like, oh my God, they got energy more than me, or they got energy just like me. So when I meet somebody like that, I'm paying attention. Okay. And this sister right here, she's got a story. And I'm not talking about a story with like a man named Brady, not that kind of story. Okay. We're talking about some real stories here. And her stories are so dope. We got to do this. I got to bring her back twice, maybe 3 times. Not Lionel Richie once, 3 times a lady. I'm talking about we got to bring her back. So you want to notice about me that I talk and make music and movie references when I'm talking. I don't know why, but I just do. I'm quirky like that. But I got my sister Chauntel Busche, right? Busche,
right.
like me and Bobby Boucher.
That's
remember?
right.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You say it the same way, spelled differently, but it's pronounced the same way.
But you're not zany like he is. But you got a good spirit about you.
I hope so.
You hope so? Okay. Well, this young lady here, Chauntel, she's managing director of Esports Futuri Media and Events, CEO and co-founder of NeuroPuzzles. Is that how you pronounce it? CEO, founder of Modern Marketing, digital marketing engineer for Google, partner at Hibu, a marketing leader in online advertising, was the director of One Studio. She even managed the MMA fighter. Jason Mayhem Miller. Y'all know who he is. Y'all know who he is. That means I can't mess with her because she probably learned something from that cat. Okay. She worked for a Hawaii Bride and Groom magazine. So she's got some, media in her. She's got marketing in her. She's got magazines in her. She's a mommy twice. I don't even know what else to say. She's a mother, Milan and Shay. You know, she told me, I got the colognes out here. Her son is 12 and he collects colognes. He's 12 years old.
He does.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's not wearing the Mario Brothers today, but
I know I usually had it. Actually, I put my fancier necklace on because it's usually me doing the interviews. And today I was being interviewed. I was like, look, I'm going to put my swag hat on here though. I got my red hat.
Tell everybody what your hat says. What your hat say?
Esports Futuri TV coming soon.
There you go.
Coming soon.
So you're doing that too.
I'm doing that too.
Man.
Listen, there's a lot going on here.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This is
Thanks
amazing.
for having me.
Of course. I mean, when she interviewed me last month, I think it was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there across from her and I'm like, oh my God, she's got this energy. This is nuts. So when I interview her, I'm gonna go off too.
That's right.
So she don't know that part of me. Yeah, she's like, oh, Mark's probably quiet and laid back. Nah, I'm not like that at all.
I didn't think that for 1 second. No. I had to look in the camera when I said that one.
So let me explain something. This says that you grew up in Hawaii. Okay.
Yes.
What part of Hawaii did you grow up in?
I grew up in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Honolulu. So tell us about Honolulu. I've been to 49 of the 50 states. You're gonna laugh. The only state I've not been to is Hawaii.
What?
I saved the best for last.
It's one of the forgotten states.
No,
it's us and Alaska.
I wanted to wait because now I meet you and you can tell me all about the island.
That's it. Okay, that's it. You're right. I do know. I know a lot of people there. I know where to go. I know where to eat. I know what beaches to go to. So yeah, we'll all go together. We'll be the whole team.
Okay, tell me where should you go when you go to Hawaii? The first time you ever visit Hawaii, where should you go?
Well, it depends what island you're going to. I mean, if you're going to our island, you got to go to Helena's Hawaiian food. That's where you go to eat. And then Lanikai is my favorite beach there. And I love the North Shore, like if there's big waves or whatever and they have competitions there, you can watch these guys that just go off on huge waves. I used to surf, yeah. What? That's like a normal thing. Like you grew up
like playing basketball, playing football here. It's like you surf there.
Yeah, what football is here
it's surfing
in
there.
Texas, it's surfing there. And mostly everybody does it.
Oh,
especially in high school.
So how young do they surf? When you're out the womb?
Almost before you could walk, you're thrown in the water pretty much.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
I love it.
So out of all the islands there, what is your favorite, and what do you think is the most popular one?
Well, I'm going to have to obviously say my island that I'm from because I would be doing all my people a disservice by saying anything else. But I do enjoy visiting Kauai and Maui for different reasons. It's just more remote. Okay. Where I'm from, it's a city, but I love it and I miss it there.
Is there the culture, is it from one island to another, the culture is different in terms of the people? Or?
It definitely varies because the other islands are a bit smaller and not as city-like. So we get teased when we go to other islands most of the time. But, we still love them and they still love us.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. Very
interesting. So tell me, growing up, did you have a lot of siblings growing up or what was that like for you?
I got one brother. His name is Billy. Who gets teased all the time because, our last name is Busche.
Oh, are you serious? Well, it was Bobby Busche.
It was Bobby, but still was close enough.
Yeah, that's funny.
It was close enough. And actually, I was working on a movie with Adam Sandler once. And he was in town. They were filming 50 First Dates. And my brother got to go up to him and say, listen, ever since that movie you made with this Bobby Busche stuff, I get teased all the time. And he signed a hat for him and all that. Apologized.
Wow. You see how she casually just mentioned, I was working with Adam Sandler. I mean, that's the kind of woman we're talking about here. I work with Adam Sandler. Yeah, I manage MMA fighter. I grew up in Hawaii. That's not normal. See, I got colleagues that do some dope stuff. They're not normal, okay? They're just off the charts here. So tell me, you have this amazing career in marketing, okay? What drew you to marketing and was your family involved with marketing? And how did that happen?
No, not at all. I came from a family of musicians and I was a singer in Hawaii for many years and grew up around music. And so as far as the creative part goes in marketing, to me, they really go hand in hand. But I think for myself, the reason why I love marketing and became a part of it is because I just love helping other people achieve whatever that dream was for them, whatever their goal was. And then when I would see something and see someone and see what they're passionate about, I would kind of be like, I can see why they like this, or I can see why they want to do this. And so it was just kind of a natural, organic thing for me helping them.
Wow. So did anyone do that for you when you were growing up?
Oh my God. Absolutely. I have so many mentors in my life that have crossed my path that saw something in me. One of my first jobs was actually for a magazine company called the Hawaii Bride and Groom that you mentioned. And I didn't go to school for it, nothing. It was like, you should hop on board and become an account executive. And that's a very big deal when you're, 17, 18 years old.
Oh, wow.
And I was like #1 salesperson there for that. So, But again, it was more because it was the marketing side of things. It was business people that I was like, oh, let me help you and help grow your business. And so it started there.
So how do you feel about now you get a chance to run the magazine here? What's that like?
Yeah. I mean, this industry, the gaming industry, was an industry that I never thought in a million years that I would be in, simply because I'm not, quote unquote, a gamer,
right,
or I'm not in the know about everything. But again, when I see something, I can identify, and I'm a businesswoman, I can identify a certain culture too as well.
right.
And I love people in the gaming culture. There's a certain level of humbleness to it too when it comes to some of the business people and the entrepreneurs behind it. It's innovative, it's interesting, and it's become such a huge passion for me. Now I breathe the gaming. Right. Now, I mean, I end up studying it without even realize I'm studying. And so
what do you think about those people that are hardcore gamers and they see someone who's not a gamer coming into their space, but see the difference is you're someone that knows about endemic brands, non-endemic brands rather. And how do you communicate to them and let them know, even though you're a gamer, I know the business side of this and you need to trust me? How does that work?
Oh my God, that's a great question.
Yeah.
First of all, if you wanted to go back in the day, I was a gamer. Anybody who knows me with my Super Mario Brothers, and I know this is like so not relevant to a lot of these kids these days,
right,
but I literally can beat any game on there. So you can, once you kind of get a gaming bug at any point in your life, because you go through seasons, you know, even as an adult, you know, where even you start gaming for a while, then life gets busy, so you stop for a while, you game for a little while, you know, come back. So I understand the passion for things, but as far as that side goes, if somebody's like, well, you're not a gamer, what do you do in gaming industry? Well, look at the movie industry. I'm not an actor, but I could produce a movie. I could write a movie, or I could direct a movie. There's all of these different roles that is played in each industry.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting when you talk to people that are in the space. I remember when I first started teaching, I think about a few years ago, the students were talking about the different games. Even though I didn't play some of the games, I knew the business. And I gave them some business questions and they couldn't answer it. I said, what's the percentage of esports in terms of what does the esports represent in the gaming industry? Oh, 80%. I'm like, no, 7%. No, it has to. But look at Call of Duty. And I'm like, yeah, read. You got to read. You got to read, my friends.
Yeah.
And so what when you were growing up in high school, you were a singer. Did you think you were going to be you sang professionally, obviously, but
yes, I did.
Did you think that you were going to be the next Mariah Carey, the next Whitney Houston, or did you just say, I'm doing this for fun and we'll see what happens? How did you start, and at what point did you realize, okay, this is not what I'm going to be doing the rest of my life?
Well, for me, it was more like I was so used to doing it because I grew up doing it. So it was just a natural part of my life. But it was never something that I wanted to just dedicate my entire life to do. I had too much interest in business to spend that kind of time on it. You know, in order to become a professional singer of that magnitude, you have to live it and breathe it, sleep it while you're awake. I mean, all those things. And I just had too much passion for business, to be honest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. Because I mean, there's so many different ways we're going to go here. I wanted to say everything in here is important, but I wanted to talk about your momness, right? Yes,
my momness.
Yeah, momness.
Make a shirt that says that.
So tell me about your mother and her influence on you growing up. What was that like?
Yeah, my mom. So I am very close with my mom. I'm very fortunate because she just got a chance to move here in March.
Oh, nice!
Woohoo! From Hawaii.
Oh, this coming up March.
She just moved here. She just
past
came March.
Here.
Yeah.
So she was
and then
here
the
during
world got shut down. So it was
well, you got a chance to spend a lot of time with her then.
Yes. Yeah, she's in the house now. She lives with us now, which is great because, as you know, and maybe you guys don't know, I am a single mom with the 2 boys, and I have Milan, who's going to be 13 next month in January, and my other son, Shay, who's 17. Going to be 18 pretty soon, man. I don't even know how that happened.
So what's going on with him in school? Does he homeschooled? Because
both of my kids, I have decided to do that. So they're both at home, and so it's been great to have my mom around and kind of get just another person in the house to, just be a part of their life. You know, when we moved away from California and to come here, we didn't really have family or friends or anything like that, and so it's worked out really well.
How has it been as far as transitioning, as far as going from this normal life to COVID? Are you the one that's teaching them the homeschooling, or they just homeschool because of the way the pandemic is, or the both?
It's a combination of both of those things. I think with part of my story, as you know, is when we moved here from California, we were in the Paradise Campfire and lost everything. And so there's been some trauma that we've all been through together as a family. And obviously COVID wasn't something that was predictable. And so once we kind of came here and tried to get normal, it became very unnormal
right.
with COVID and everything else happening. And I wanted to be fair to them. And I felt like the best thing to do was to homeschool them.
Right.
If school was being more traditional about things, you didn't have to, wear a mask all day long, or, they can't even use their lockers right now. And because they're in middle school and high school, they got to carry these like gigantic bags everywhere full of stuff. All their school supplies are in one bag. So we tried it for a little while because, hey, I'll try anything because of what you do. If something's not working, you change, right?
Yeah, it's a week. So we were going to have part 2, but Chauntel, kind of did a segue to part 2 for me. Yeah. We're going to talk about next time we talk to Chauntel about her journey. Many of you might not be familiar with the Paradise Campfires, but Ron Howard made a film about it called The Paradise Fire. And we're gonna really dive into that next time. We're gonna talk about the movie. We're gonna talk about Chauntel and her journey coming here to Dallas. We're gonna talk about the tough decisions she has had to make. And I wish we could have like a little commercial intro to show the different things that she's gone through. And then we're gonna talk about what's gonna happen next episode, like they do in the reality shows. But that's not reality. But I'm gonna tell you, I mean, this woman and her family has overcome a lot of adversity. The house burned down, schools burned down. They slept in 14 different places. She had to send the kids to Hawaii for 3 months. She slept in 40 places in 3 months. Hotels with friends and cars. I mean, it was insane. And I'm not going to go into that today, but I wanted to tease you.
That's another conversation.
I wanted to tease you.
Sure.
I had to tease you for that. So we have to bring it back 2 or 3 more times. And we're running out of time. Look, I'm sorry. Look, I want to talk to Chauntel more, but I had to break the podcast up into 4 different episodes with her. Why? Because I had to. She's that dope. And I think a lot of things that you're going to hear about is going to really help you. I think that a lot of the lessons that you learn, I think, can help people. A lot of people are not transparent. I remember when I was talking to you about some of the things you've gone through. I was stationary. I remember the store was closing and I had to go to the store and I'm in the store standing there listening to your story and people looking like we're about to close. I'm like, yeah, but I'm listening to Chauntel. I got to get my stuff, but I got to listen to her. And so I know that for me, it was refreshing to know that there's other people out there like me who are transparent and that are honest about who they are. So I want to say thank you for that. And and would you come back so we can discuss this? Back. Yeah, because we got to talk about this. Yeah, we got to talk about this.
Absolutely.
I think we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about overcoming adversity. We're going to talk about faith. We're going to talk about being obedient. And we people don't talk about those things on the show. We don't talk about cologne to our sons into cologne. We're going to talk about this as well. We're going to talk about fashion. She got a great fashion sense. We're going to talk about everything. But next time we come back, we're going to talk about just the things that she's overcome. And I think you're going to be very excited to hear about it. And so right now, let's do this. What do you think in terms of where we are as a brand? What would you like to see us go? Right now, we've got 5 or 6 shows right now in podcast mode. How do you feel about that? Did you see that coming, or what are you thinking?
Absolutely. I see so much more to come. I feel like this isn't, how people say this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is not even that. I mean, when people kind of understand as time goes by and they start seeing more and more of everything to come together and through fruition, it's going to knock everybody's socks off. Again, I was honored to interview Jacob the other day too as well on my show. And something I said was, there's nothing like this out there. We're the first ones to the market to do all of these things and have this, massive corporation that we're starting. And I'm just honored to be a part of it. And I'm honored to be your friend now. Yeah. And we're going to travel together. We're going to go and talk to people. We're going to do all kinds of stuff, man.
I want to go to Hawaii, man.
We got to go Hawaii.
Yeah, I got to go to Hawaii. Well, we're going to have you back on when I get back here next month, and we're going to have more with Chauntel here. And I want to remind everyone you're listening to the Dr. Marc's Masterclass podcast on the Esports Futuri Podcast Network. I'm going to get that down pat at one point. That's a lot of words to say.
Listen,
yes.
I know I have to say all kinds of different variations of everything, and I can't keep track, man.
Yeah, but yeah, that's so I'm trying to get there. Powered by Innovation Media Enterprises. I got to thank again. See ya, Aaron, AJ. Keep making us sound great. Chauntel, thank you coming back. Right?
Absolutely. I'll be back.
You'll be back. You'll be back. Okay, you'll be back. All right. So remember, my friends, you can't control other people. You can control yourself. You can control 3 things: what you think, what you do, and what you say. Right. And we will be back very soon. Have a great day. Peace. Aloha. Thanks for listening to Dr. Marc's Masterclass. I pray you enjoyed yourself today. I had a good time. I don't know about you, but this podcast is part of the Esports Futuri Podcast Network and is produced by Innovation Media Enterprises. Please be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast channel and let us know how we're doing by leaving a comment or a review. Class dismissed.